Hi guys, my name is Christine, and today I'm talking about for people who feel lost in life, watch this video. So, if you're feeling a little bit lost in life, if you're trying to figure out what path you should take, what your purpose is, this video really is for you. So, the first thing that I want to get into, which is so important, and that is it's okay to have moments in your life where you are unsure of what to do, of what you're supposed to be doing, what your purpose is, and things like that. Because sometimes life can be very overwhelming. It can sometimes seem like loads of people know what they want in life and are going for it and striving for it. And sometimes you can sometimes feel a little bit left behind in that sense. But what I want you to know is that it's okay to feel like this sometimes. You can feel like this when you're a teenager. You can feel like this when you're in your early adult years, or when you're in your later adult years, or even when you're a lot older and maybe you've retired and you don't have a job anymore because you've retired, and you're trying to figure out how to spend your time and what to do. Like, it's okay to have these moments of feeling lost and not being sure what your purpose is. And another good thing to mention as well is that sometimes things can happen in life that can throw us off our purpose, like the loss of a dream that can no longer do. So an example of that might be someone who really wanted to be a professional football player, but it came into an injury, an irreversible injury, and then has to change their plans. Things like this can happen. And sometimes you can lose someone, like perhaps your dream was to become a parent or a grandparent or something, and you may lose someone, and then that reality becomes no more. Okay? So to have these moments in our lives where we feel lost is okay. It's okay to have those moments. It's okay to have those moments of feeling like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I've had those relatively recently too. There's a certain amount of success, a certain amount of things that I wanted to achieve before I became a parent. Okay. I was hoping that I could be like super financially stable, for example. Unfortunately, I still haven't quite got to that stage yet, and my baby is very close to being here now. So it's okay to have these moments where you feel like I should be further ahead. I should have figured this all out by now. But one of the tricks to life that I found is that you're never really going to figure it all out, because life does happen to us. Sometimes it seems like it can happen very randomly. But usually what I found, which I hope is encouraging, is that usually these things do have a divine reason, a divine purpose. I'm very into spirituality and the universe and God and those things, whatever you want to call that creative energy. You may have a specific God that you worship. But, for me, I always think that if life throws you a challenge or a difficulty or a disappointment, or, just not making your plans go the way that you thought that they would go, usually there's a reason behind it. Usually there is something there that is there to teach you a lesson or to actually help you in the future. And when you look back at that period of time, even though it may have been tough, you look and you see actually, yeah, there was a silver lining there. There was a grander purpose there that led me to a better place, that led me to a better path, that was actually really good for me, even though it was disguised as something that's not good. Okay, so that can really help, just knowing that. There's a great book that I really love, and it's kind of like the Dr. Wayne Dyer's autobiography. Basically wrote about his life, and it was called I Can See Clearly Now. Okay, and I'm a huge fan of Dr. Wayne Dyer, so I'm a bit biased, but I think it's an amazing book. And basically, he goes through different parts, the different important parts of his life, whether they have been good or bad, and then writes another segment about saying, I can see clearly now. And basically, what he says in the last segments is like how this has actually led him to a better purpose, to help him understand things more, and why every set of circumstances he went through actually taught him a valuable lesson that helped him become the person that he eventually became as one of these like renowned public speakers who'd written like over 20 books, and became super popular basically. So just if you are going through the dark night of the soul, if you are feeling not great right now, just understand that eventually this will all make sense. Okay, and it will lead you to a great path, a better path, and you would be thankful for those times in life that were difficult or tricky, or maybe they just weren't maybe life just wasn't giving you what you wanted. Okay, you will find that eventually these things will make sense. So if you are struggling to find your purpose, then there are some practical things that you can do, okay, to help with this. Okay, and maybe you finding this video, is one of those things that is going to actually help you get onto that better path and make you understand in the future that this was all meant to be. Or it could be someone else's video that you watch after mine. It could be like a chain of events, basically. So anyway, one of the practical things that can help you is, first of all, to just find a way, to be of service. Because if you're unsure of what to do, I always find the best thing to do when you don't know what to do is to try and find a way of being of service. Try and find a way to help other people in some way. It could be as simple as going on to online forums and just offering your advice. It could be that you go and help people on the street. It could be that you go to a soup kitchen and help feed the homeless. It could be that you just put in the extra effort when you're at work, or it could be just helping your family members and your friends with their problems. Just find a way to be of service to other human beings, because that will, first of all, put the focus off of you and the whole woe is me mentality that you may or may not have, and put the focus on other people, because sometimes a lot of anxiety and fear can be provoked from us thinking and ruminating about our own lives and being too concerned with ourselves. But when we put the focus on other people and trying to help them, that's usually when that is alleviated. And who knows, by doing that process of serving others, maybe you will find your purpose. Who knows? But it's worth a shot while you're still trying to figure things out. Okay. So another thing that will help as well is to explore the things that intrigue you. Okay, so if you're looking for a magazine, or you're online, or it could be that you're out and about and there's something that just perks your interest. Perhaps it's a garden that you see and you see all these amazing flowers, and that intrigues you. You feel like, oh, I've always kind of been drawn to flowers and to like interesting plants. And you go into that garden and you start like maybe taking pictures of it, and then maybe later on you start researching those things, researching those plants, and you realize that actually you're really into maybe being a florist, or you really like some part of your purpose to have something to do with flowers in some way, in some degree. But it doesn't have to be that, obviously. But, it's just that when you're out and about, when you're doing things, notice the things that intrigue you, because more than likely, that is your purpose calling to you. One of the things that I always do when I'm out and about, like if I'm in a town, especially towns where there's like lots of shops, I'm always drawn to bookshops, right? And I love reading. It's one of my favorite activities to do. I'm always drawn to bookshops. I'm always drawn to libraries and things like that. I'm looking through old books. I just really love doing that sort of thing, right? And that may be part of my purpose calling to me, because obviously I do love to read. It's a really huge part of my life, and things like that. So I know that my path, my part of my personality, at least a part of my purpose, has something to do with either reading or writing or just being around books. Okay. So explore the things that intrigue you, that you're drawn to, and you'll know what these things are, because your eyes will look at them. You'll want to visit it. Like if it's a shop, you'll want to visit it. If it's an event, you'll want to go to it. So just be very aware of those things, because that more than likely is your purpose calling to you. Okay. So another thing that can really help as well is just something you can really start doing today as well, is like just find a goal for yourself, and aim for it. Okay, and start trying to make that goal a reality. Try and make that goal, try and achieve that goal essentially. So just try and find a goal for yourself. It could be something as simple as like, well, I don't know. You might be thinking, well, I don't know what my goal should be because I don't know my purpose. Well, make it something simple, like maybe you have always wanted to lose a bit of weight, or perhaps you've always wanted to gain some muscle. Just let that be your goal for a little while and aim towards that. Okay, and once you've achieved that goal, then find something else to do. Find a new goal. But just find a goal, no matter what it is, as long as it's something that interests you and something that you really want. Okay, and just aim towards that. Okay, and that will help you, I hope. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com, and I shall talk to you again very soon.